is the most complete team the Los Angeles Chargers? Because, I mean, they got the running game. They got the quarterback. They've got some receivers.
They seem to be.
They've got a defense. They just don't have a kicker.
Yep.
They already, by the way, they released Caleb Sturgis today. They're like Alabama. They can't figure out how to get a kicker. So is that what you say? You think the Chargers are the most complete team in the NFL through 9 weeks?
I wouldn't say they're the most complete team, but they seem to have everything on both sides of the ball. They don't seem to have the discrepancy that's so huge. When you look at the New Orleans Saints, their defense is struggling a little bit. They stopped it there. You got number one in a rush, 28 in the pass. That's such a large number, right? The Rams, they got a great D-line, bad secondary. You look at Kansas City, they're outscoring people. Look at Jacksonville, great defense. Their offense is pretty much at a snail's pace. Green Bay, you look at their defense, they're young. They use their first and second, last year first to draft corners. You don't draft that many corners that much unless you need help, right? I mean, I can go on and on about teams that the discrepancy is night and day on the defense and offense. And the teams that can basically in 2018, the football season is saying if I can outscore you and hopefully make some mistakes on defense, we'll win the game, and that's what New Orleans Saints did.
Steve Smith Sr., NFL Network, right here on the Rich Eisen Show. When you look at the Packers offensively, what do you see when you see this scheme? Because we had Greg Jennings in here last week, and he kind of put it on blast. What do you see, Steve?
I mean, first of all, you got the ultimate mulligan. You got the guy, Aaron Rodgers. But let's be honest, when you talk about Aaron Rodgers, who's behind him? For the last couple of years, they get a tight end that you think can help them, and they barely use them, right? And when I was talking about it Sunday, when I talk about the Green Bay Packers or Brett Favre, you can talk about the great supporting cast that he had. Mark Chmura, tight end, Bubba Franks. Then you got Donald Driver, right? You had Greg Jennings a little bit. You had Antonio Freeman. You had all these guys, Shannon Sharp. There's a number of guys, Ahmad Green, just all these different guys. When you talk about the Green Bay Packers now, you say Aaron Rodgers. Maybe it's Randall Cobb. Maybe it's a departed Jordy Nelson. But there's no guys on there. When you look down their chart, you go, oh, we got to watch out for that guy. You got to watch out for that guy. What do we talk about? Aaron Rodgers makes those guys better. You got to get a supporting cast or it's just not going to work out. They're no longer the best team in the NFC North.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.